So once again, Kendrick Perkins and Draymond Green are not on the same page. So let's read some comments that we kind of discussed earlier on the platform today, in which Draymond Green said this about Steph Curry, him not having a Finals MVP. He said, if you are capable of analyzing a game, then under no circumstance are you going to say Steph Curry needs a Finals MVP to validate who he is. Kendrick Perkins responded to Draymond by saying this: I'm confused because nobody ever questioned Steph Curry's greatness. So for Draymond to say that is weird to me. Nobody ever said Curry needed a Finals MVP to solidify his greatness. They've been saying that a Finals MVP would enhance and put him in a different conversation, which it will. If you go down the line and give me your top 10 greatest players of all time, all of them have a Finals MVP. That's all we say. In my opinion, I got Steph Curry as number 12 all time. For Draymond to create this narrative that everybody is saying this, Steph Curry, a generational talent, a guy that changed the game forever, is sitting up here saying that he needs a Finals MVP to put a stamp on his legacy. Nobody is saying that. That is from the desk of none other than Kendrick Perkins as the Golden State Warriors get ready tonight to take on the Boston Celtics in Game 1 of this year's NBA Finals. So I am going to once again agree with Kendrick Perkins, but I'm going to put an asterisk by this one. Yes, I'm with him. I don't believe people are questioning the greatness of Steph Curry or questioning his legacy from the standpoint of nobody's saying Steph Curry ain't great. I mean, a guy that can make that many shots. I was watching a clip of Steph Curry warming up yesterday, and he just makes 13 unreal off-the-dribble three-pointers as he's practicing, and it just looks phenomenal. Like, nobody's questioning his brother's greatness and his work ethic and how good he is at the game of basketball. All-time talent. What people are questioning, and this is what Perk was saying, is like, yo, we can't put you ahead of other people, or how can I put you ahead of some of the other all-time greats like a Michael Jordan, like a Kobe Bryant, a Magic Johnson, a Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a LeBron James, a Shaquille O'Neal, a Tim Duncan, and I could go on with that list. It's very difficult to put these gentlemen ahead or put Steph Curry ahead of these gentlemen when those gentlemen have not only won championships but have all been the defining player in at least one of those final runs to the point they were awarded the Finals MVP. So that's what Perk is saying. In regards to him calling out Draymond for defending Steph Curry, I'll push back a little bit and give Draymond an out here. Draymond is doing something that we've never seen done before in the history of sport, not just the NBA. He's creating content while his team is competing for an NBA championship. It's difficult. You're literally pulling every day. And because you're Draymond, you're already polarizing. And because you're still playing, every little minute word you say is getting magnified. And to be real with you, platforms like myself and definitely ones in the mainstream are literally using Draymond Green as clickbait. He's the hottest thing in media right now. It's everybody. Everybody's doing it right now. So, yes, every word that comes out of Draymond's mouth on his podcast or when he's doing one with Colin Cowherd or whomever, it's getting put on a magnifying glass and literally put on the highest of pedestals right now. I do believe Draymond understands that if Steph wants to be looked at as better than guys like a Kevin Durant all time, a Larry Bird all time, these are guys that I have around that 9 to 11 spot in NBA history. When we talk about the Bill Russells and the Wilt Chamberlains of the world, that 9 to 12 somewhere. Tim Duncan for me is somewhere in there as well. I do believe Steph's got to win at least one Finals MVP just to say he did it. If the brother has 4 to 5 championships and no Finals MVPs, I have the right to say, okay, what's wrong with this picture here? You're telling me out of 4 to 5 championships, not once could he be a Finals MVP? I'm sorry. That is ridiculous. And by the way, if the Warriors had won in 2016, in my estimations, Steph wasn't winning Finals MVP that year either. It was going to go to Draymond Green, even though Draymond would have only played in 6 games, again, had the Warriors won Game 7 against the Cavs. There's something wrong with that picture, period. I don't care what you say. So there's something wrong with that picture. You're not going to tell me that Steph is getting double teamed so much that he's not able to win one Finals MVP in 4 to 5 championship runs. I don't care. I'm not buying that. That's ridiculous to me. As if LeBron ain't got double teamed. Kobe ain't got double teamed. Mike ain't got double teamed. They all got double teamed. You know, they weren't a part of a stacked Golden State Warriors regime. And by the way, Kevin Durant, though he might didn't get doubled as much as Steph, he still got doubled at points against the Cavs. You're not going to tell me that great players don't get doubled. Tim Duncan got doubled. Great players get doubled, and they still find ways to figure it out in spite of that. Here's what the truth is, which Draymond don't want to talk about, even though he's this astute knowledge or this astute teacher of the game of basketball. Here's what he doesn't want to talk about. Because Steph Curry is so reliant on the three-point shot, which he is. And by the way, Curry can attack the rock when he wants to, but he oftentimes settles for three-pointers, especially in big games. Hey, he's the greatest shooter of all time. If anybody's going to settle for threes, it should be the greatest shooter of all time. But let's call a spade a spade. When Steph is off, he becomes relatively easy to guard when he's not attacking the rim and just continues to chunk three after three after three. So, yes, other teams bought double teams to Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls, to Kobe Bryant and the Lakers, to Shaq and the Lakers, to whomever, Kevin Durant, whomever. The difference is all these dudes had different pockets in their games to which a double on the perimeter ain't the end of Kobe's night. A double on the perimeter ain't the end of Tim Duncan's night. Ain't the end of Magic, Kareem, Shaq, Kobe. It ain't the end of their nights. Mike, they got more facets to their game. They can find other ways to score. When Curry's settling for threes, if you're bringing double or bringing help or whatever, or just if he's really not shooting the ball well, just able to guard him with one guy, oftentimes in his career, in big games, he's been relatively quiet. And that's how we get to a spot where he has no Finals MVPs. So, yes, to be better or looked at better, in my mind, over a guy like Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, and these are the conversations that I have Steph around, he's going to need to win a Finals MVP. Sorry, Draymond. Kendrick Perkins, to me, has a valid point.